Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here we go. 11 MT, Kate. 11 MT.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
12.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Bengals at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
11 MT, Kate. 11 MT, Kate. 11 mighty. 11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with the victory in that one. So they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
12.
Mixon with a first down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb to about the 48-yard line. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on third down, Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he can't get rid of it, he's taken down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and the Bengals grab it. The 30, 10, 5, and this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble, they get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He's singing in the shower postgame. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They begin this drive with Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Bengals grab it, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Here we go,
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Gun.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here we
They
go.
had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On 3rd, here's an option play right. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's able to motor his way down to his 16-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
11, Thomas.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
11. Stop.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On 1, ready? Mighty. 11.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 49 yards on the ground for him so far.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, their offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Browns drive about to get started. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
26. And 24. And 24. And 25.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Chubb again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
12. Stop.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Gun.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
11 MT.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
I'm one, right?
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 12, 12, 12.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here we go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
11 Thomas. Hey, can.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
I'm wondering.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Stop.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
12. 11 mighty. Stop.
And they go play action now. Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
11. Stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
McPherson's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Burrow on first down. Buying time to his left. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off of play action, it's Watson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Here we go on 4th. Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And they'll begin by running the option. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
11 mighty.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
11 empty tight. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
11 empty tight. Stop.
Again, it's Mixon. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Here we go. 11 empty. 11 empty. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there, making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
A handoff to Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Chase, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
11 Thomas. 11 Thomas. Stop.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On 3rd down, Burrow. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On 1, ready?
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here? And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Bengals have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
I gotta go, gotta go. Stop.
And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think they should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
50 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Browns. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And some space here. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one.
Here we go.
It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And trouble trying the middle here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
This is it.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Flush to his right. He's got a man. Complete. Nifty move. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 76 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From the 6. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 1, ready?
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Man, 206 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop!
It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. but they're set up well now. First and goal at the 1.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Mixon is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
11.
Mixon again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on what could be a pivotal third and goal now in a tie ball game.
Here we go. 11.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
11.
Third and goal. Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. They will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you?